A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The last two ayahs of Surah Baqarah, in my opinion, are the jewels of the Quran. They are the only two verses of the Quran which were not revealed to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam or through Jibreel alayhi salam in the dunya. Instead, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose to reveal these verses directly to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the form of a gift on the beautiful and most significant occasion of Miraj. It was this night. The distance between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His beloved was that of two bows. So we must ponder upon the importance and significance of both of these verses and the message they convey. I believe these verses are an important supplication we can make to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at all times, especially in our time of need. We are always in need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but there are times of desperation and anxiety that our limited human faculties cannot bear. It is precisely in those moments that we must especially turn to Him and ask for His help, whether to alleviate our pain, ease our distress, or comfort us with solace. In today's world of oppression, where the people of Palestine are suffering, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching them and us the method to ask for His help through this all-encompassing supplication. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts ayat 286 by telling us that He does not test any soul beyond its capacity. La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. For those of faith, this should be enough to be able to absorb the reality that not only is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with us at all times, but He loves us so much that He will not test us beyond our capacity. What that capacity is, only He knows. When I reflect on the level of faith of the Palestinian people, their defiance to stand up against their oppressors, their fearlessness to go through the most difficult trial given to them by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the ease with which they welcome death in the form of martyrdom, are all true indications that they firmly believe in this very notion of not being tested beyond their capacity. What have we, the Muslims of today, learnt or done anything about the atrocities which our brothers and sisters of Palestine have been suffering from? In ayat 75 of Surah Nisa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala conveys an extremely strong message to us to wake up from our heedless state. He mentions quite sternly, and what reason do you have not to fight in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to rescue the helpless, oppressed old men, women and children who are crying, "Our Rabb, deliver us from this town whose people are oppressors. Send us a protector by your grace, and send us a helper from your presence." The Muslims of today, just by their sheer size and number, over 2 billion, should be a force to be reckoned with. But what have we done to stop these carnages? It begs the question, why have most Muslim states remained silent on this pressing issue? Those who do speak up, why are their voices not being heard or turned a deaf ear to. Nonetheless, a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ states that we should never remain silent about anything evil which occurs. Whoever amongst you sees an evil, he must change it first with his hand. If he is not able to do so, then with his tongue. And if he is not able to do so, then with his heart. And that is the weakest form of faith. This is the very reason the Khilafat was placed by the early members of the Muslim Ummah. We are all brothers and sisters in Islam. My duty towards the suffering of my brothers in Palestine is the same as my sentiments towards any hardship faced by my real brother or blood ties. The Prophet ﷺ said, "A Muslim is a brother of another Muslim, so he should not oppress him, nor should he hand him over to an oppressor." If you have liked this video, please do share it with your loved ones, friends, and colleagues. To get the latest updates, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please recite Durood for yourselves first, and then for the people of Palestine. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala alihi Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala alihi Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Sadaqallahul Azim.